What's up, beautiful people all over the world, and thank you for tuning in to 305 Radio, a part of 305 Magazine on MiamiUndergroundRadio.com. I'm your girl, Dre Mauve, and you can find me on the gram at 305_Brownie. Shout out to Will.
Will, where you at? Shout out to Will. It's LMG_Willie with 2 L's. My man, you got to come back to the show. You busy?
Willie, how you not gonna be here for me, dog? We got like
real.
75 years of friendship. That alone should have you here somewhere.
Well, let me just real quick. My name's George. I'm with 305 Magazine, and I gotta introduce the dopest guest that we have right now. And I say this because I interviewed him already, and we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
For real.
We'll talk about that later.
On a really cold corner.
It was cold as hell.
Once upon a time.
So, I want to introduce the bearded villains. Gentlemen, please introduce yourselves.
Yo, what it do? It's the Don, capo of Bearded Villains Miami, alongside with my boy J-Mo.
Co-capo of Bearded Villains Miami.
Word. And real quick, we get the stats for the podcast. So I want to give a shout out to the people in Guatemala, Chile, Burkina Faso. I know I'm not saying that right.
Well, they watching you right now.
Venezuela, Mexico,
They watching you
and
right now.
everyone in South Florida listening. So, man, bearded villains.
Finally here, man.
Finally here, man.
And an air-conditioned place to do an interview.
Absolutely. God damn. Well, it was naturally cold.
Hey, we all know how cold Miami gets.
Man, that's true. Yeah, that sucks.
It was a mild 71 degrees.
Mild, but we were dying. Dying.
It was the win. It was a win. It was a win.
It was good, man. But so Bearded Villains 305, you guys have huge beards. Let's stick to that. And you guys, when a group of you guys are together, you look like something out of a movie, bro.
I mean, we got the intimidating look and the scared look a lot, but I mean, we're nice people, man.
No, absolutely. And like, where did the Bearded Villains come from? Where did this idea actually spawn from?
All right, well, it spawned out of LA. One of our guys named Fred actually had the idea, and it kind of caught wildfire after that. It was at one point made as just like a social club, basically like a fraternity of men. But obviously the idea was much broader than that. The more people you get together, the more ideas you get together. That being said, Miami right now as it stands is the oldest chapter. SoCal at one point had their chapter, but they broke down into 4. But from the beginning of when we started this, it was all about charity. It was all about giving back to your community. It was all about being a pillar in your community. How are we going to give back? How are we going to leave a legacy of not just a bunch of bearded guys with tattoos? Sure, those pictures are cool, and our grandsons and granddaughters are going to be able to look at those pictures, but at the end of the day, what you want is the name itself to echo past what it is that you've lived, your sons, your daughters, your grandchildren. You want it to kind of echo along many lives after that. So that's basically what the path is right now. Yeah, we hang out. Yeah, we drink our whiskey. Yeah, we talk our shit. Don't get it wrong. We're still men at the end of the day. But what's at the front line of all of this is making sure when we leave it's a little better than what it was when we got it.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man.
That is a beautiful thing. How many people did it start off with?
Man, it started originally with 9 people out of Cali, but like I said, it kind of caught wildfire within the first couple of months. And then that's when we started kind of making the chapter thing, and it took off. At one point, a couple dozen chapters. We're up to like about 125, I believe so. About $125 right now.
Yeah, on a worldwide level.
Yeah, we're actually waiting for the census to come back so I can tell you exactly how many. But I'm being one of the board members. I can tell you it's up there about 125, and then the members I would say anywhere between 3,000 to 5,000.
Oh man.
Yeah, worldwide.
That is incredible.
You know that line, I'm good everywhere I go?
Yeah.
I really mean that.
Shout out to all my bearded villains on a worldwide tip.
Shout out to, and give us a quick rundown, any of the crews.
Oh man,
you have listening.
The chapters that we're closest to, we're close to a lot of chapters because we travel a lot. September 28th, we're going up to Northern Virginia. Shout out to the Nova boys, Northern Virginia, and the Virginia boys putting on the East Coast meet.
Didn't you guys just come back from Puerto Rico for
just
the
came
World
back.
Meet?
Shout out to Puerto Rico. That's another one of our very close chapters.
Chicago.
Chicago is another close chapter of ours. Puerto Rico is a beautiful thing, man. It was the first time that one of our world meets that isn't in Europe was held abroad. The first world meet was held in Las Vegas. Second world meet was held in Las Vegas as well for some odd reason. And then
It's at Miami.
Then we brought it down to Miami. LA holds it next year. So it's I mean there's a lot of growing as far as the meets go. We go to Amsterdam once a year for the European meet. Shout out to Rabbi and other Netherlands guys.
I gotta go to that.
It is, man. It is. It's like
Well, now you know. If you need an assistant, I'll be more than happy.
it's like a DVD event, except that it's the whole country. I swear to God.
DVD.
Shout out to DC.
Shout out DVD. Shout out my dogs. You already know.
Oh man, and well, you have all this global audience, this global communities, brotherhood.
Absolutely.
Going. I mean,
Shout out to some of them watching us online right now, as a matter of
that's
fact.
what's up, man. How was it easy to garnish this kind of momentum from Miami? Because it's
No.
tough in a city
We
like
still don't have
Miami.
it.
Huh?
We still don't have it. I mean, Miami is. Look, I love my city, bro. I'm from here. I rep it till I die. I honestly can tell you that when I tell you I love my city, I love the up and coming rappers. I only support my local people. That's the kind of person I am. I'm not printing in Texas if I'm from Miami. I'm not gonna buy my clothes from an LA person if I'm from Miami. That's what I do. I put everything back into my community. But this community is filled with a lot of haters, bro. And it's honestly, let's keep it 100. It's their insecurities, bro. Everybody wants to see everybody doing good until you're doing a little better than them, and that's when their true colors come out. And there's no bigger city than that happens than Miami, man. It's unfortunate, but you know what? I've learned growing up, because I've always had issues with that. I got a really fucked up face. People always think I'm in a bad mood. I'm not. Once you get to know me, I'm not. I just got a really fucked up mad face, bro. I'm bad. I can show you my baby pictures. They just the same, dog. You know what I mean? But I'm friendly with everybody, bro. I show love to all the artists coming up, and there's this word that they use a lot, especially in Miami. Like, oh, you dick riding, oh, you dick pulling. What? Because I'm supporting a local artist that probably works on their craft more than you work at your 9 to 5, bro. Like, I don't see anything wrong with showing love. And what we do is very different. We're a bunch of fucking tatted guys with beards, all wearing the same shirt, so we look like a gang. I get it. Yeah. I get, you know.
What do you think they say about J-Mo, bro?
I get it all the time. But the thing is that, look, I had this conversation the other day with my brother. Like, man, you know, that guy's always with you. He looks intimidating. I was like, but he's the nicest motherfucker you ever meet in your life.
He's a
Don't
bear.
get it twisted. Like, it can get to that level, I mean, obviously, but that's not who we're trying to be. And I mean, we're in the community more than probably anybody right now. And we got our hands in everything just to show you guys this is what we're about. We're not asking you guys to come out to an event and give us money like we're gonna pocket it. Nah, man, like come out to the event and help people. That's really what we're doing. Everybody's like, oh, how can I help? Come to the events. Oh, how can I do this? Oh, come to the events, bro. Like, get your hands dirty. I don't, like, anytime we charge entrance to one of our events, it's because it's going to a bigger organization that we're doing help for. Like, for the World Meet, we're charging $10 at the door. But we raise $5,000 for kids with behavioral needs. Like,
oh, wow.
How do you not want to be a part of that? How do you not want to donate $10 for that when at the end of the night you're handing over a $5,000 check to basically a mom and pop who started a non-profit organization and their biggest donations are $150?
Oh, wow.
Like that, they're living off scraps. So when you can break it down and see how there's people in your local community that are willing to do so much, and your thing is, nah, that ain't cool enough for me, or nah, yo, they don't show up to my shit, why should I show up to them? Like, why is it always, everybody wants to help, but it has to be that only if it benefits me mentality.
Yeah.
And Miami has that a lot, bro, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I love
ulterior
my
motive,
city.
man.
There's an ulterior motive, always.
Absolutely.
Which is fine. I've had this argument with people many a times. They're like, yeah, man, but that motherfucker's only coming on to our event because he wants to promote our product. All right, cool. Let him promote his product. As long as it's helping our cause, which is a real cause. If he wants to pump whatever he's doing, whether it's shirts or this, that's fine, as long as our cause is benefiting off of it. So I'm kind of grabbing their ideology and flipping it on them for a better cause. Like, okay, cool. You want to boost your stuff? Cool. We got no problem with that. I mean, to an extent, we do. It does bother us a little bit. Okay, I can play that game too.
Don't get me started.
You know what I mean?
Is this mic on?
That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. So, I mean, it's we're young, man. Coming up on 4 years. You know what I mean? We've done a lot in the community, and Rome wasn't built in a day, man. A lot more people like us today than liked us at the beginning. There's plenty of people that didn't like us because of what we looked like. You know, oh, you're a motorcycle gang. Oh, you guys are just, you know, you're covering. What are you doing? You guys are covering it up with communities. Okay, cool, man. Come hang out with us and let me know what we're covering, because I drive a Chrysler, homie. I definitely ain't pushing the weight. You know what I mean? I own my business. There's guys that own businesses. There's guys that are barbers. There's guys that cut lawn. It's a small society, man. And we try to keep our money inside of what we do. If one of our guys cuts hair, that's what we're going to get our hair cut with. If one of our guys does tattoos, that's what we're going to get our tattoos with. It's how the Jewish people and Muslims got rich by keeping the money with
Old money.
Themselves, bro. I ain't got to like you to fuck with you, you know what I mean? So that's basically what it comes down to, bro.
You know what? It's a good sense of community, a brotherhood. Like you don't
have that anymore, bro.
At all.
In the 20s, you had that, you know? Before I went home, a man would go to a gentleman's club, and not a strip club. No, it was an actual social club. You pay your fee to be there. You go have your drink. You go cut your shit with a couple of homies, play a couple, and then you go home and deal with your family. Is this the same mentality? To an extent, with a little bit more behind it, with a little bit more of a cause. You know what I mean? And it's the lack of camaraderie between men. A lot of this shit is you can't trust them. I get it, bro. I grew up in the streets too, man. I get the whole you can't trust motherfuckers and this and that and the other. But when you have that kind of chip on your shoulder, where you're really only fucking with yourself because you're doing this at all times. Yeah. I can live a happy life and still have my six covered. You can do both, bro. But I feel like at least the way that we grew up, a lot of the people we grew up with is yo, you seen what D's doing? Yeah, that's cool. Instead of, yo, you see what D's doing? Yeah, man, that's just dope, bro. We should go out there one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get that. You know, it's a lot of, yeah, whatever. I can't let these niggas know that I fuck with that nigga like that. Oh, hold on, dog. Yeah, he's cool, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucks with y'all.
Dre does fuck with us, for the record. She does. She's been listening to me, absolutely. I know Dre since before I had a beard. Since before
Definitely.
I knew what beards were.
Are you single, by the way?
No, I'm very happily taken and in love. You ain't getting me this time, Dre. You ain't getting me this time, dog.
Inside joke.
When people say this time, it makes you wonder.
Trying to catch me slipping last time. They caught me off guard. We were talking about something, and they're like, hey, are you single? What's up?
Nice.
He had training for that one. He had training.
Now I'm ready.
He's like, hi, baby. He's like, oh man, Dre totally trying to throw a monkey wrench in the.
I was ready.
No.
I know practice on the way.
I mean, this is a really good group of guys that you have together, man. Like, so there's a lot of misconceptions, like you said. When someone first sees you guys, let me just get for those listening. The beards are huge. Like, I mean, like if you shaved your beard, I think you look like a baby's head. Oh, like the same thing with you.
I forgot if I had a jar.
Shit. I mean, is there a beard criteria?
Yes. All right, so worldwide, like our actual club.
Like George can't be in Bearded Villains, right?
This is, look right now. Look
you
right
have
now.
To be a supporter.
The Incredible Hulk would look at me and say, "Baby arms." In comparison to the size of these beards, bro.
Well, the way that it works worldwide is, we're a beard club.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, there's actually beard competitions and world beard competitions. We're actually going to the biggest United States beard competition, which is nationals in Richmond, Virginia.
And it gets crazy
Yeah,
there, by the
I've
way.
seen pictures of things.
Yeah, it gets
insane.
like I'd be baby arms.
I'm thinking, my beard's big.
They'd basically be like, oh, you got a
Like
beard.
that, for real?
They have, you know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, that's what we are at our core.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you need a beard. Just like you need a motorcycle to be part of a motorcycle
For
club.
sure.
You know what I mean? But where Miami's a little different, is we have a lot of guys that have gotten opportunities in the last couple of months.
Mhm.
Now, aside from obviously wanting to do stuff in the community and helping our community out, our big thing is helping each other out. You know, kind of that motivation that, hey man, I got a job interview, where most, 8 out of 10 people are going to talk about a job interview and they're talking to themselves in the mirror. You know what I mean? Like, I go in the chat, I tell 50 people I got a job interview. You got 49 people writing back, hey, good luck, whatever
Positive
you need.
vibes.
Positive vibe, yeah.
Always.
All that shit kind of helps. Believe in it however you want. You can be extremely like, oh, this definitely works, I'm all about vibes, or you can be kind of about it. But at the end of the day, you can't.
Vibes
deny
don't
it.
lie.
Yeah, you can't deny that.
At all.
Speak it into existence. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you're walking into that room with a
Confidence
little.
on it.
Yeah, you're walking into that room with a little bit more confidence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got a couple of, yo, good job, yo, don't worry, you got this. Not the, damn, am I gonna get this? Damn, or you're talking to yourself and you're fucking yourself. So, a lot of that has been happening lately. Some of our guys have gotten firefighter jobs, and
Nice.
they've been a part of us for 2 years. I'm not about to turn my back on a brother because he bettered himself.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Will he be able to be part of like our pictures for certain things? No, of course not, because we're a beer club. Are you part of my family? Absolutely. You're not going anywhere. But obviously there's things they can do and things they can't do, and they signed bylaws that stated, yeah, I'm going to keep my beard. Now, are we going to be mad because somebody got a better job opportunity, or God forbid, it happened to one of our brothers in New York at one point, caught cancer. You got to go do chemo.
Wow.
I mean, what, you going to turn your back on somebody because of that?
No.
I personally wouldn't. None of my guys would. I'd probably get ran out of my rank if I was like, hey, this guy got a better job, but he's got to go. You know what I mean? Especially if he's been putting in the work for the last 2-3 years.
Of course.
You make it work to a certain extent. Now if he's shaving porque le da la gana, well, a mí me da la gana que tú no puedes estar acá. It's within reason.
It's true, it's true. It
You know
makes
what I mean?
sense.
So wait, hold on. This beard pact is forever?
Absolutely.
Okay.
No shave ever.
No shave ever.
In November.
But you can
December.
trim and you can decorate.
Yeah,
and
no, I don't know about decorating.
Straight up stopped at
I'll leave that to the
Oh,
Europeans.
man.
I'll leave that to the Europeans. But
I always ask the best questions, don't I?
I'm saying.
No, but they actually do, so she ain't wrong. It's just it's a European thing. They're looking right at me as I say this. But yeah, I'm not gonna cut ties with a brother because of that. I mean, if it's a new guy, will I be as lenient? I don't think we would. Maybe, like you kind of made an impact with us, but if we don't know you from a hole in the wall, bro, keep showing up. Let's see how it goes, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Be 100%
Giving
honest.
everybody a shut.
Yeah.
As long as they
I've
keep that
learned
beard
that.
going.
No, honestly, I've learned that. At one point, I'd meet some guys and I'm like, okay. And I'd turn to either J-Mo or Gio, or I'm like, yo, you sure you want to have this guy part of our group, bro? He's a little different. It's like, yeah, D, we're going to meet some different guys. This is going to happen, bro. I was like, and I've never learned that more than as I have now, man. Traveling to Europe, and they're really touchy out there, bro. It's a little weird.
What's the
I mean, I love
craziest
you
thing?
guys, don't get
What's
me
the
wrong.
craziest thing you've seen someone do with their beard in your club
And
outside your club?
well, in my club,
J-Mo's over there like, don't do it.
We're savages. How are you gonna let you do something
no,
crazy
yeah.
like that to your beard? You know,
Well,
you
we
wanna
have
end
we
up-
have a special
You weren't into it.
we have a special brother by the name of Mo.
Oh yes.
He did his beard like a velvet cake color one day.
What?
Yeah, no, that was the last time anybody ever did anything to their beard in my club.
But the reason why I even said that is because you guys mentioned the beard competitions and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and people take it very seriously.
So
And I've been
outside-
to them,
yeah.
and like they decorate them like
If you go to
crazy
nationals,
stuff.
yeah, if you go to nationals or if you go to like world beard competitions, you're talking about guys making
Like an octopus on his
yeah,
freaking
yeah.
beard, you
I
know?
see that. That
Like,
looks really
Yeah, one of the guys.
Competition.
Yeah, one of the
Yeah.
guys in LA, he did an octopus raptor on his face at one point.
That's wicked.
One of my homeboys, J-Rock. Yeah. There's been guys that make bird bills out of their
glitter,
their-
paint, I mean, accessories, all
bowls,
kinds of
and they'll
crazy
put, like,
stuff.
food in it. Yeah, man.
That is
Shout out
so
to all the
wicked.
white people.
So
doing
not
crazy
Miami
stuff.
chapter.
No,
Okay.
absolutely
You
not.
should.
I mean, we have competitors. We have one guy that would, shout out to Gator. Our little secret weapon. he wins most of the competitions he enters because there's different
Categories.
There's your business beard. There's your up to 6 inches, over 6 inches. Then you got your freestyle where it's just guys doing a bunch of crazy shit with their beards.
So crazy.
Things you never thought existed until you decided to.
And people take it extremely serious.
Oh no!
Costumes,
Like they spend years preparing like their
Yes,
beard
they-
for
they-
this
they-
one
this-
competition.
It's like
this
it's
national
like
takeover.
it's like Comic-Con of beard.
Yeah.
It'll be a Comic-Con.
Yeah.
That this national takeover will have people with all kinds of costumes and
Yeah.
they prop it up.
That's
Absolutely.
crazy.
Yeah.
They
Well,
take
hopefully
it-
we'll see Bearded Villains Miami chapter doing something
We'll
crazy
be
like
in
What would
that.
you like to see Miami chapter do, Trev? What kind of
No
crazy-
comment.
Y'all always trying to get people in trouble.
For real.
Sometimes. Can't help it. We're from Miami.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, this it's really interesting to see that not only there are guidelines, just like everything else. You're global. I mean, what was the quote you told me once? You said the only reason you don't have penguins in Antarctica.
yeah, we don't
That
have
one's
anybody-
stuck.
we don't have a chapter in Antarctica, and it's because penguins don't grow beards, bro.
Yeah, bro.
We'll figure it out. If we can recruit them, we'll get them there.
Dude, we get them in.
Sure, there's some sort of scientist stuck in some igloo out there or something.
Yo, and he's bearded the fuck out.
For sure he is. Guy hasn't seen a razor in how many
So,
years?
Hold on. So how about if in that commercial from the guy from Game of Thrones, that big ass red beard, he comes out and he goes, "I'm gonna cut my beard." Is that too much?
You can't cut your beard after 4 inches, bro. I mean, what is it? 4 centimeters.
4 centimeters.
4 centimeters, and then that's when it becomes a
inch and a
problem. Inch and a half.
Damn, I'm so out of touch.
It'll be all right, bro. Let's keep letting it go. I think you haven't cut it since the last time I saw you, which was
No,
like
I
2 years
trimmed
ago.
it. No, I trimmed it.
You're doing good, bro. You're
No,
doing
I'm
good.
Today has been my day. Oh man, today's been a day. I tell you. But I tell you no. If I do let it grow, I look like a Taliban though. Like it goes
You told me
straight
this
down,
last time.
Straight down.
See now, do you look like a Taliban?
I think I probably.
Yeah, because Talibans
I look
are
Middle
terrorists. So
I look Middle Eastern. How about
there you
that?
go.
Oh,
Maybe
God,
Middle
here we
Eastern.
go.
I look like. How about this? I look like someone put un trapo with cuts in it on my chin.
Just gotta maintain it, bro. Just like everything else. If you let your hair grow, you're gonna comb it, right? If you had hair and you let it grow,
I feel you know, man. I mean, like my beard just it's not up to par with you guys, bro, at all. You guys have like these.
it takes commitment, bro.
These
First of
Greek
all,
god
you're looking at probably
beards.
one of the shittiest beards in my club. So there's that. There's that.
Cabo.
That goes to show, kids, you can be whatever you want.
Anything you like.
No, yeah, but it's at the end of the day, it's like you have on the flyer, man. It's beards, brotherhood, and charity. In our chapter, it's family, charity, and then the beard. I know a lot of my bearded brothers around the world looking at me like, but yeah,
That's how we do it around here, right?
What's the? But now, one of the things I really wanted to dig into was charity, the charity work, because man, no one would ever expect the amount of charity work you guys are involved in, from building homes to raising money for certain causes, certain ailments. So
Holiday toy drive.
holiday toy drives. And it's not just a basic toy drive. It's a huge event for you guys.
yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
what are some of the things you have coming up?
Okay, September 23rd, we actually have an event going down at the Wynwood Market. So for anybody that wants to pass by and join us, it's at the Wynwood Marketplace. It doesn't cost you anything to get out there. You can bring the family, you can bring your dogs. There's going to be food, live music. We're going to be giving away t-shirts to everybody that donates blood. So basically what we're doing is we're having a blood drive and we're also doing a dog adoption.
Oh my God.
So
I want a puppy.
about a close 5,000 girls said that at the same time that you said it. They all said the same thing for
I don't know
sure.
about
What a
donating
disaster.
blood, but I definitely want a puppy.
Well, so basically what we got it in with.
She just wants to show up and be like,
She's
can I pick
You're
one?
gonna see her inside the cage with 2 puppies. Like, I'm just here for the puppies. Andrea, you can't be in the cage. Yes, I can.
Take me out.
If they can be in the cage, so can I. So basically, we do a lot of work with Nicholas Children's Hospital. Our first charity was with Nicholas Children. Was through Nicholas Children's Hospital. We did a Make-A-Wish for a young boy named Matthew. So we have a really, I'd say, a pretty big bond with Nicholas Children's Hospital. Big shout out to Nikki, who helps us a lot when it comes to everything we do in Nicholas Children's Hospital. We also go to Radio Lollipop. We go there once a month to be with all the kids and stuff like that on the radio show. So they're coming out. They sent one of their blood donor trucks out there. So they're going to be collecting blood. So all of the blood that is donated that day is going towards the Children's Hospital. It's not
Fine,
just...
I'll donate some blood too.
You get a cool shirt.
You got a cool shirt.
You get a cool shirt.
No, I don't want the
You
shirt.
get to
I'll
play
just
with
do it,
puppies.
but I want to play
You
with
gotta
the
donate. You
puppies.
got so the rule is
Puppies.
you have to donate blood before you play with the puppies. It's like levels.
There's levels to this kid.
You know what I mean? So donate blood.
I don't even know if they can
almost
use my
pass out,
blood,
then
to
play
be
with puppies.
honest with you. They might not want it.
Why is your blood still black?
Why is it green?
Where are you drawing blood from? What's going on here?
What baby? So yeah, September 23rd is what we'll be doing out there. We'll have both trucks out there. So bring your family, bring your kids, let everybody know. November, I'm actually getting together with the DBD family and my boy Ray. Shout out my boy Ray. We're getting together a veterans dinner.
Wow.
So what we're gonna do is one of our brothers, he works at a veterans facility. So basically, it's veterans that came home and are kind of dealing with, drug addiction or kind of can't find a home. Same thing our government does, where they start forgetting about veterans that don't speak up. Because for you to get your money, you got to be really loud and really annoying, and then they'll be like, all right, we got to pay this guy to shut him up. So,
Wow.
so the more reserved veterans are the ones that end up this way. And we're gonna get together with the DBD family and with Ray. We're gonna put together a really nice dinner for them. But along with the dinner, we're gonna go out there, play some chess or checkers, hang out with them.
Of course.
Because at the end of the day, it's not just drop off the food and or drop off the toys or whatever, or set up the blood drive truck and then go home. We actually get involved with what we're doing.
Lend an ear.
Yeah.
Lend an ear that someone needs it.
Absolutely. And these guys,
more than just dropping a box off.
yeah, exactly. So that's the big thing behind this event, especially, is sit down with them. Let them talk to you, hear them out. These are people that are locked up in their room for most of the day, and they're used to talking to themselves, unfortunately, because they got a lot of things they're dealing with all the war stories and stuff like that they've probably seen. And sometimes, we've done events in the past where it's haircuts and we take them food and hygiene products. Big shout out to our brother Saeed out of Morocco. He sends us hygiene products to kind of keep the facility with all the stuff that it needs. We take them their clothes, and we go every so often to kind of
Same
talk to
vibe,
them
man.
and kind of, just to
Keep
see
it
what's up.
uplifted,
Yeah, man. And they're happy to do it.
How often are you involved with that group?
With that group, I'd say anywhere between 3 to 6 months, because the thing with that group is, like, my boy used to work at the beach and now he's down south. So they were just setting up everything.
Oh wow.
He's at a new facility.
So yeah, they got a brand new facility, brand new apartments for them and stuff
So
like
we
that.
are opener there.
Yeah. So November was
that's great.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll do it. We're thinking November 17th is what I'm shooting for. And that's basically what we have. So big shout out to DBD, the whole family putting in work with us. And that's basically what we like to do. We like to partner up with other organizations with like mentality, and just try to get out there and make a little bit of a difference, man. And we're big on tradition, so if it works out this year, we want to do it again next year, and kind of make it a thing where it's every year, so they can expect it every year. Because once you start doing something repeatedly, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, especially if it's not, quote unquote, a business you're doing, you're giving back. More and more people are going to find out about it, and I mean, who's not going to want to give back to a veteran, bro? And you got to be,
especially the moment a veteran is mentioned, it's politicized.
Yeah,
and it's like
they forget they're human, bro.
Exactly.
Human.
You know, all you know, you could take all those politics and shove them up. You know, just get rid of them, set them aside, because at the end of the day, that individual or that group of individuals, they spent a large chunk of their lives.
They sacrificed their life. Don't forget,
exactly.
Even
they
if they
sacrificed everything.
Whether you did a month in there or you did 20
years,
sacrificed
that time.
It could have taken that second where you were in an actual war that you could have lost your life, bro. Easy. You didn't have to do that. Unless you got drafted, you didn't have to do that. They took it upon themselves to go defend our freedom. Whatever your political belief is, and trust me, I ain't big on politics, bro. That's one conversation. That and religion I don't have with my friends. I will never have that conversation. I'll be the first one to walk out of a room when it happens. I just don't do it. But you're talking about human beings that have a problem because they went to war for a problem that wasn't theirs. So how do you not have compassion with that? That they're willing to put a fucking automatic rifle around their neck and jump out of a plane, boat, whatever the fuck it is that they jump out of, with no second guessing it. You can't second guess to go give this person a hot meal or have a 30-minute conversation with them.
Yeah, they just don't want to be forgotten.
That's it. They ain't asking you. They ain't asking you for handouts, bro.
Absolutely. They just don't want to be forgotten.
That's it, bro. At one point, they thought they were being heroes, and they still are heroes, and they're not treated that way, bro. That shit ain't right.
People sing that song and don't do anything, though. You know, oh, we want to be involved, we want to do this. Well, show up. We're at these places. We promote it. We're there. Show up.
That's all you got to do is show up.
Just show up. We're not asking you for anything else but your time. The most valuable thing you got. Show up.
Can you let everybody know once again where they can find you guys on social media and the website and everything?
Social medias are Bearded Villains Miami for both IG and Facebook, _BV305 for Twitter. I don't even know who uses that anymore, but and then BV305.com is our website. It's under construction right now. We're coming with some bigger and better things. And Bearded Villains Miami at Gmail. If you have any questions, we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Nice. I mean, God bless you guys, bro. Fuck. That is amazing.
Thank you.
That is really amazing, man. And the Miami chapter has how many individuals?
Right now we're at about 46. No.
48.
50 because we got 2 new guys.
Because we got 2 That's dope. That's really good.
What exactly does one need to do if they want to get involved, or if they want to see if you guys want to screen them, possibly become part
If they want to become a member, you can either hit us up through our Gmail, or you can hit us up on IG and Facebook. One of our scouts will reach out to you, have a conversation with you, see if you're sane to a certain extent. We don't like them too sane.
Set up a meeting.
We'll set up a meeting, have a face-to-face. You'll meet with 2 scouts, 2 or 3 scouts. They'll get a feel for you.
Intimidating scout.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't have any nice looking scouts. All my scouts are pretty mean, but they're nice guys. We pay for the first beer.
I vouch for them.
No, we
I vouch
don't.
for them.
No, you don't.
Danny.
We definitely don't pay for the first beer.
I mean,
They ride out with us, you know.
Yeah.
If they get, invited back, they get invited to one of our meetings. They become a hopeful, and we let them ride.
Look, if there's somebody that can tell you all about the journey, is Jamo. Jamo has been with us. It's going on 2 years.
Going on 2 years.
Tell us, Jamo. Tell us.
Come on, Jamo.
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah, I mean, he said it best. I joined the village just for what it was, not because of the beers, but because of what I saw they were doing and what the movement meant, the brotherhood. So it intrigued me. I wanted to be part of it. I did a debate. I came in the way I guess that was intended to be. I posted. I wanted to be these tags through the social media to get the traditional way, and I did. I stirred some waves, and I got reached out by Gio, the sergeant, and what's up? You interested? Yeah, we met. I got to meet Cap. And it was on and popping since then,
So
man.
you know how it's intimidating for us to go meet people? That was the first time we were intimidated.
Oh man.
Jable, and
Let me-
first, you've had the first-hand experience of the full journey, and I mean, you're still here, and you've definitely moved up in different levels.
Absolutely.
You're basically Don's right-hand man.
Yeah.
Tell us about how it's impacted your life within these past couple of years.
Oh, it's been amazing. I mean, the journey is, every day is something new, and the brotherhood is real. There are actually some brothers in the brotherhood that don't play house. They are really your brothers. It's not saying they brothers, it's not looking cool. They open their doors to their family, to a complete stranger. Shout out once again to my Chicago brothers, my Puerto Rican brothers. They've showed us, and I'm throughout the United States, I'm not letting anybody out, but my experience been in the now having them open their doors, not knowing me, only through social media.
They won't
Give
let
me a
us
place
get
to
hotel
sleep.
rooms.
Cook me dinner.
They
You know,
kidnap
so
us.
how can you not want to be part of something so much bigger, so much more positive? To be able to let an outlet and you know, be able to tell another man you love them or support them without being chastised or criticized, you know? Because I really don't care what you want to hate on me. I'm still going to love even my haters. I'm going to bless them and show them that, you know, have a great day, man. Regardless where you at. in life.
By the way, I love your inspirational videos.
Yeah.
I live for those.
At 3:38 in the morning.
It's super dark.
Yeah, but it's all about that vibe,
The
man.
little
And,
nightlight.
you know, so yeah, got back to it, got to the villains. I mean, we even got to do a restoration project in my own neighborhood.
Yeah, that shit was pretty cool.
5 houses down from
Wow.
a neighborhood I terrorized as a young man. Got to give back and build back on a house, you know,
And
that
that
I
wasn't
probably
even
threw
planned.
eggs at and toilet papered or, you know, did some crazy stuff to, you know. So the impact has been a complete.
It's kind of like
100
full circle,
full
right?
circle, absolutely. It's making me a better man every day. And if I can promote that and project that to other people, understand that it's not the future, it's that day. We can conquer this day, it gets us into tomorrow.
Mhm.
So if you stay positive looking out that day, tomorrow's just another blessing, another continuance in a great journey of life.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad you're very positive because,
Told you,
bro, I'm gonna be honest.
He's like a Care Bear.
If this dude was even an ounce negative, it's like a white Kimbo. I mean, homie looks like he could grab our heads and crack it like coconuts.
Yeah, he probably could.
No, but that's good, bro. I'm pretty sure. But man, I mean, it's really good to hear that you actually went back to a neighborhood you terrorized.
It wasn't even planned, man.
I mean, it's just the way the universe worked.
It's how it works.
One of our brothers had a restoration project for us to do, and he works for Rebuilding Miami. And we did, what's the other one called? Habitat for
Humanity.
We did Habitat for Humanity a couple of years prior to that, so we kind of wanted to get back to that. Only thing was it was in the middle of July, but whatever. He just died. but no, all jokes aside, we ended up, when we got to the park, it was down the street from James' house. And then when we got the addresses, James was like, "Yes, on my fucking pops' street, dog." And literally,
Wow.
4 houses down. It's fate, man.
That is incredible to hear.
However you want to look at it, bro. Again, whatever fate you have, whatever way you want to look at it. This man decided to join our club. He came after us because we don't go looking for anybody. And it's not because we think we're better than anybody. If you feel like you want to be a part of this, trust me, you'll reach out.
Yeah.
Like you will. And we rather deal with those type of people because I'm not gonna go around going, "Hey man, you want to be a part of this?" And I have to explain to you and kind of like recruit you. I feel like we're past that. Like if you really want to be a part of this and you see what we do, you're gonna want to be a part of it. James I wanted to be a part of it, and like he said, I mean, the guy terrorized the neighborhood all his fucking life and grew up doing a lot of fucked up shit, just like most of us did. And
I don't believe that for 1 second.
She's in love with him. He's like, he's such a
No,
daddy man.
With always with a smile on my face.
This is George's like first interview here, though. That's what it is, you know. They've been here on the
Oh,
different
go
shows
ahead.
several times. We've collaborated on some stuff, so there's a lot of inside jokes going on there.
At the end of it all, the long story short is, the brothers adopted me. My brothers in 305 adopted me. And I'm sitting in the chair next to Capo, you know,
Well-
at the end of the day. It's been a great ride.
What was the one event? What did you see that flicked the switch for you?
Oh, they're Matthew. I was pre-mean. What
Yeah,
they did for that Matthew. Man,
Matthew will touch anybody's heart.
Yeah, how can you
Our
not?
story on Matthew.
This kid was on his deathbed, and then we were able to through our global community, reach out and find a donor for this kid.
Yeah.
And save his life.
I mean,
and
that's-
now get pictures of him grown.
Yeah, we just got his back to school picture the other day.
You know, how much more? You know, I mean, what more? And it's every day. It's everything we get involved with. Being able to go to this radio lollipop at Nicholas Children, and these kids are in their deathbed. They'll never see the day of light. And to be able to be that dude that hands them a present because they won an art contest that, you know, we're holding.
It's the small things, man.
Yeah, it's the small things, man. That's what I'm in for.
Absolutely.
You know, the legacy, man. At the end of the day, man. What
When we
people
went-
are going to hear in eternity when we're gone, you know?
I'm so glad you approved this guy.
I mean, it's an incredible story. It really is.
Absolutely,
It really
absolutely.
is.
Our story with Matthews, it's on our website. We've gone through it before with Dre. That's the story that changed. If you're still part of this club from the day you're on it, and even there's like James, there's guys that weren't in this club, and once they heard about that story, it changes lives. It changed my life, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
That was a turning point in my life, 100%.
That is incredible.
Yeah, you actually get to look forward to do something positive. That's what's incredible.
And to know that you're really making a difference. A lot of people sometimes think like these types of dreams and like really reaching out and raising all this money is so far-fetched and it's kind of impossible and who am I going to ask and this and that, but all it takes is for you to just want to do it and
that's
you
anything
get
in
amazing
life.
people together to do it.
That's anything in life.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you wanna accomplish something, you gotta start it. Some people are scared to start it. Some people don't do it because they don't get anything in return. Some people don't do it because it's not in them.
Right, but we
And
can
it
all
just-
really make a difference.
And it takes one that, and we say it all the time. What are you gonna do to make a difference?
Just
One
simple.
thing.
What motivates you, bro? Because there's got to be at some point, like, what got you into doing the first charity that just, it was the freight train that hasn't stopped that gave you all this momentum?
When we first started it, man, changing my life. I was in a really fucked up place. I was partying a lot. I was in the streets. I just got in a really fucked up relationship. I had just started at a new job, and not started a new job, but like I got full like working on my own, started my own business. So I kind of felt like I was just working. I'm like, fuck, I'm not really doing anything. I'm going out on the weekends. I'm getting fucked up. I'm having a good time. But at the end of the day, once the alcohol wears off and everything wears off, you're kind of back to the same work. Bearded Villains came along. I kind of looked into it when we first started it. One of my boys, Jesse, brought me on. It was kind of like a joking thing, I would say. You know, hang out, drink beers, shit like that. I don't drink beer, so. Our first meeting, like we all met up one day. It was 16 of us in Wynwood. And it was the first thing that came to my mind when we were voting for captains and stuff like that. I founded the chapter in the sense that I got the 16 people together. I didn't want the rank of captain because I was in a point in my life where, you know, my business is starting to take off, like legit taking off, and I just wasn't in a good place. I was kind of like trying to find my way. But the first thing, I remember it. I remember like it was yesterday. I told him, hey man, it's cool to hang out and all that, but like I want to be able to impact the community that we're going to do. And when I said that, a lot of the guys were kind of on board with it. And a month later, we jumped into the thing with Matthew. That was our first ever.
Wow. So that was really early.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I changed it. It was the first charity done in BV, Bearded Villains Worldwide. So we had full everybody's support. You know, we had everybody in Bearded Villains. There's a picture of Matthew covered in letters from the floor to the ceiling, from all over the world, from our guys.
On IG, Caligo Pro 305. The story of Matthew made him join.
Okay, yeah, that's
Cali
Cali.
go pro.
Cali.
Caligo Pro.
Shout out to Cali, shout out to Luke.
Salute.
But yeah, it's you know, you're talking about, just to give you a brief rundown of it, because I don't think you know the full story. We did our first charity. It was Make-A-Wish. Make-A-Wish is basically like a last wish for any kid that, you know, is dealing with something, some sort of cancer. We raised the $5,000 within probably a month and a half, with everybody in BV behind us, because, you know, they saw the pictures of Matthew. Our chapter's very popular, so that, you know, we had everybody pushing for it. We met the parents. The parents, we were asking what can we do to help. Da 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 da. And the mom told us, that he needed a bone marrow transplant. I didn't know what the hell was. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't know what the hell that was. I was like, all right, cool. There's some crazy, complicated surgery. I leave there kind of feeling like we accomplished something, but we didn't because I finally met Matthew at that point, and it's like, okay, we just gave him $5,000 to go to Disney, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
But what now?
a couple of days later, he could be gone. You know what I mean? So we, in reality, what did we do? And I mean, yeah, I get it. We brought a smile to the kid's face. Gonna go to Disney World. That's all great, but we ended up going to North Miami Beach Duffy's, and here I'm gonna go back to what faith is, or things happen for a reason. We go to North Miami. Mind you, I live in Kendall. We went to North Miami Beach Duffy's because there's a lot of our guys that live up north. We end up talking to some girls because it's 20 guys. We obviously get attention, so we ended up talking to some chicks. And one of the
He was
guys-
single at that time, guys.
For real. Just the anyways, so what happened at that point was the girl's talking about what she's doing, and one of my guys asked her, hey man, what are you doing? She's like, I work for a bone marrow transplant clinic. So I'm like, oh wait, what? So I start freaking out. I always get goosebumps in this story. And I'm like, boy, this can't be real. Like, what the fuck? And I'm drunk, so that's even worse. Oh, Jesus, are you talking to me?
Jesus, is that you?
Is that you, Jesus? I'm looking into the water because it's on the water. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, so we ended up linking up with the girl. She showed us how we can do bone marrow swabs. We set one up at the hospital. They set up some around the world where guys could go. A bunch of our guys got tested overseas and everywhere. A couple of months later, they found a match for him, man.
That is incredible.
After that, he had the surgery, and this was 3 years ago. He's cancer-free now.
That
Started
is
his first day of
amazing.
school this year.
Amazing. Yo, shout out to
Matthew.
Music Head Villain,
Big Head Gio.
Bearded Nate.
Those are all our guys.
Yeah, man. That is, talk about the universe just coming together.
Yeah, there you go, man. Look, I know I got a lot of religious tattoos, but the tattoos actually mean something. I'm not a big religious person. Like, I don't push religion upon nobody. I'll never talk about what my beliefs are or whatever. But again, you can't be ignorant to fate and how the universe works. Whoever's making the universe work, you can figure that shit out when you die, and you gotta cross whatever gate it is that you gotta. Gate it is you gotta. It's JF from back here at Miami Underground Radio. We're running it the whole time. The devil really does work. So yeah, it's. I mean, that's faith all day, bro, and that's what I mean by that. Personally, on a personal level, changed my life because at that point, I looked at a lot of our guys, and we had accomplished something that, within our wildest dreams. I mean, is it 100% that it was all us? Of course, it wasn't us. We weren't the fucking doctors doing the surgeries and keeping them alive, and but there was a sense of hope. Hanging out with the parents, talking to them, them wanting to be involved with us now. With the next parents we get involved with, so it kind of builds something that we're all that we all pictured in our minds at one point. So creating something that is going to trickle down, and not just through us, not through a bunch of bearded dudes, but everybody else that supports this community.
And all of that was through your network.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's when our network was smaller. So imagine it now. You're talking about this was first ever charity event that BV did, so you're talking at least 50. Let's shoot high with 50 chapters.
Now is this something that every chapter is working on?
So the way that it works is we don't push our beliefs upon any other chapter. Any other chapter runs the way that they want to run. Is there some people that don't really care for charity? Yeah, there is. They kind of feel like it's too much responsibility put on the club. God forbid something happen, money gets stolen, money doesn't, they're not handling it the wrong way, whatever it is. We don't push it upon them. But I'd say 95% of BV is charity driven. And I'm probably shooting low. There's a couple of chapters that just want the social part of it. They probably work shitload of hours, they just want to hang out and drink beer with their boys, bro. I get it. I just think that it's a lot bigger than that, me personally.
But their support, we get support globally. So even from some of those chapters that might not be their priority of charity,
Yeah,
they support, they buy our shirts.
they buy shirts. They do.
They buy our
There's
Yeah, they repost stuff. They're in touch with you guys.
Regardless if their involvement directly isn't with charity, it still spreads into us.
yeah,
Because-
they believe in what we do.
Mhm.
Not 100% of BV.
But they do.
Yeah, they support everything. It's definitely not from a negative aspect. When I say that they don't do charity, it's not because from a negative. But again, there's guys that have 5 kids, there's guys that have 3 jobs.
It
I mean,
happens.
there's not much
It
you can
happens.
really do. So where their support comes in is, hey, I'll buy a shirt from Miami, or I'll buy a shirt from these England guys, or I'll buy, because they know that the money is going to the right place.
Do what you can when you can.
Exactly.
And that's
Absolutely.
another thing too. All of the merchandise that you guys have, specifically on the website,
Mhm.
all of that 100%
100%.
goes to charity. Is that
Absolutely.
correct?
Every single penny. Absolutely. Every single penny, whether it be our pins, shirts, hats. We've been working on some whiskey,
Patches.
cigars, patches.
Nice.
Been doing everything.
It
we
helps
could
fund
possibly
everything
can.
we do, right? Whatever outreach we do to community service, when we're helping with the schools or whatever, it pays for the supplies, it ain't free.
A lot of schools we help
So-
out. They don't even get funded by the government. We do a lot of work with Brownsville Middle. We do some work with Paul Bell. We've done some work with what's the other school we did?
Eden.
Eden. Yeah, we did.
Eden.
That's what we just we did. We took school supplies up to them. Which, if you know about Immokalee, it's a community basically of a lot of farmers and stuff.
It's a
like that.
migrant
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
migrant
Yeah.
community. Yeah, it's actually I did my research on it after, and it actually has a lot of. It's rich in history. It's pretty crazy.
That is
Pretty
dope.
crazy. It's dope out there. And then we also did James's daughter's school, Homestead, where
Yeah.
they gave brand new dugouts to the guys' baseball team, but
Wow.
the girls didn't get shit.
So we helped out.
So we
gave them
helped
shade
out,
for-
yeah. We
for-
gave them
for
some
the
shade,
season.
yeah.
That's
We
good.
kind of helped them out. We wanted to do the whole thing, but they wanted permits and stuff. They always try to find a way to put
But
it.
they were out the sun for the season.
Yeah, that's the most
That's good.
Got
important.
some
At
tarps
least that.
up, we did the restoration over there with the tennis court.
Yeah, at Paul Bell. Yeah,
At
Paul
Paul
Bell.
Bell.
We did it at Paul Bell. So any school that kind of reaches out to us and we can fund it to a certain extent, absolutely, we have
The
no
squeaky
problem.
wheel gets the grease.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
No, so this is one of those things where you try to reach your hands out and just help whoever you can as far as you can.
At this point, we help whoever comes to us, because we've grown to a point where they get it. Hey man, these guys really want to help. Can we help everybody? I mean, I wish we could, man. But one, there's only so many hands,
Of course.
and two, there's only so much money. So I mean, we sell a lot of shirts. Don't get me wrong, and thank you to all the supporters that buy our shirts and our hats, and we thank you immensely. But there's only so much we can do. But we'd rather it that way. We'd rather it be the people coming up to us to ask us to help, because when we're the ones going out to help, it kind of sucks to get no when you're trying to help.
Of course.
We're going to continue to keep knocking on those doors. Don't get me wrong. We're persistent people, but it kind of digs at you after a while when you're like, yo, I'm trying to help out, and you're going to
Yeah.
really give me a hard time about this. So it's refreshing to be able to have people come to us and we're like, yeah, no problem, we'll gladly help. Or no, we can't because of certain things, or we can do half of it because
Yeah.
whatever. But it's better than nothing. Obviously, you take it with gratitude.
Well, I can imagine the amount of talent you have under one tent.
Absolutely.
So-
Yeah, our guys are. It's probably the thing that drive. You asked me earlier what drives me. My guys drive me.
Good.
Helping the community and all of that. It's a given, but I've come to a point in my life where, and it took me a lot to kind of grasp that, where a lot of my guys kind of, look up to me at a certain extent,
Mhm.
which I hate saying that. I can't even say it without cringing.
Yeah.
Because I don't look at it that way, but it is. To a certain point, I have accepted it, and it's what keeps me going, because I see so much growth out of these men. I've seen so much potential, because when you meet I'm the type of person that when I meet people, I fuck with you just on the simple fact that you're a humble person, but I analyze. I own a business. That's what I do for a living. I look at you, I analyze you. And there's a lot of my guys that they have so much potential, but they don't have the support, or they have somebody behind them that kind of nicks at the shit that they're doing.
Mhm.
They got negative support. or had, better yet said. So to say that there's talent, there's immense talent, man. There's nothing I'm more proud of than to see each one of my guys improving in life, getting better jobs, and that's why I would never tell somebody not to shave because no, you're not shaving. I don't care if you're getting a better job. You know, you can be a piece of shit human being for doing that. So that in itself is probably the best feeling to see how much. Not only them, but I've grown. We've all grown. We've all grown to a certain extent. We've become a better, version of ourselves. And that's all you can ask for. Anybody, any human. If you're bettering yourself as a human being every day in any certain way, then you're living life to a certain extent.
And I'm so glad you said that because, granted, you guys are a men's club, but you guys, through your work and through your example, not only are you guys inspiring and motivating and empowering men and showing them how they should lead by example, but you're also inspiring women. With the type of unity that you guys have, the mark that you guys are making in the community, and I mean, I definitely look up to you. So
that's because she's 4'2", guys.
And
here we
let's
go.
not get it twisted. Dre is not trying to grow a beard.
So
I mean,
unfortunately,
she got a big old beard on her
Question hold on, before we cut this off, because I know where Dre is going with this.
yes.
There's one thing I have to ask you guys. Do any of you rap?
No.
You're not gonna get it. He was about to make you spit 16.
Those are the, hey, look, 16.
I promise you that there's a lot of shit going down on that live if my guys are in there.
Well, unfortunately, time flies when you're having fun. We gotta go, but you guys are always welcome here, and we're very happy to see you guys making positive strides within our community and helping so many different people out. Please make sure you let everybody know once again where they can find you guys on social media, the website, and if you can, give me a rundown of the upcoming events to make sure people get out there.
Absolutely. September 23rd, please don't forget Wynwood Market. Come support, donate blood, adopt a puppy. Or just
Adopt a puppy!
or adopt a puppy for Andrea, and then you'll have a best friend forever, including a dog. And in November, we'll be doing the Food for Vets. We'll be looking for donations on that, whether it be canned goods or whatever it is. And then December, we'll be doing a toy drive. So hopefully y'all can, chip in whatever it is that you can do, help us out. Find us at Bearded Villains Miami on both IG and Facebook, _BV305 on that Twitter, Bearded Villains Miami at Gmail. And you can catch me at D0N_BIG0TE. That's my personal. And thank you, Jill. Thank you for having us both.
Yes,
of you.
man.
Absolutely. Mad love. Bless up, people.
All right, Joe. So, Dre, this was a lot of fun.
It was fun. We definitely have to do this again.